Okay, hello and welcome. This is the New Earth podcast. I am Maria Luziara and I'm your host. And this is the place where we turn like big spiritual ideas and just over all the flood of information that is like swirling around the internet right now into useful, practical insights for your everyday life. Certainly, that is what is benefiting us after all, and that's what we want. Like, I'm a very result driven person. I want to see results. If you cannot come up with the results, like, I'm not buying it. So what I want to talk about today is, I know, a quite bold statement, and that is that the most optimal health is just the natural state of you living your life to the fullest. So there is not a single animal in the natural world that is depressed or overweight or underweight or just downright taking medications because I don't know what they're carrying. So let's please ditch the bull and let's go back to our natural state, and that is optimal health. This is nothing to be striven forward to. If you're constantly striving for something, you are chasing, and what you chase like feels chased as if it be like a different entity of you. That is unnatural. You just have to return back to yourself. And maybe it's back to the embryo version of you, but doesn't matter because that's still in you. You know what's wrong, you know what's right, okay? So let's start there. Health is natural, and I am kind of fed up with the health and wellness world right now because like I'm a health and wellness coach, I'm a transformation coach, I'm a nutritionist, because that is just my passion and has been the last decade more so, okay? So I have come a long way. I have been a raw vegan. I have been a fruitarian. I've been a vegan for 10 years. I have been like pretty much everything. I have tried the carnivore diet, have it all, like done it all, okay? But what I learned by doing all of this is that it is so weird that we are constantly striving for healing. Why do you still have to heal? Like, what has fucking happened to you that you have to heal constantly? Just return back to health and choose healthy states of mind that serve your body to be healthy. Because at the end of the day, it's all a cycle. So let's just look at nature a little bit, okay? So when you get hurt in nature, heal. You tend to yourself. You take your time. You take it slowly. You do what's best in your healing time, and then you become healthy again. Because when you are healing, someday, even if you don't really feel it, okay, you just became healthy again. It's gone and it's done, okay? But when you are constantly like hurting yourself in all the ways, you can try to heal as much as you want. You are going one side up and one side down. It's just pulling like this doesn't really work. Like, why are you even trying to heal if you're also trying to sabotage yourself? We are no longer available for sabotaging ourselves. This is not the place. We are grown women. We are very smart women. We are very passionate women. And it is a betrayal to our gifts, to our multifaceted nature, to behave in sick ways, okay? Let's get things straight a little bit. Because you know what is healthy and you know what is unhealthy. You don't have to scroll around Instagram and look for healthy options in whatnot. You know what's good for you and you know what's not. Don't behave like a 60-year-old. Even they know. Like, my daughter is 6 years old and she knows what's good and she knows what's bad behavior. So, because when you do good things for yourself, when you do healthy things for yourself, okay, you look healthy, you look good, okay, you smell good, you feel good, and you behave good and healthy. And if you're not just doing sick things to yourself, you are feeling sick to yourself and to other people. You are smelling sick. You are looking sick. And you are certainly behaving in sick ways. And all of this is just a cycle that is making you spiral down. Like, if you can spiral down, you can also spiral upwards. And that's what this is what I'm here for. So, and I want to invite you to also be a woman that is not spiraling downward. Like, what are we? Let's upward. And maybe there is a thing in your life that is not only making you good, but making you like sustainably better. What is it? Maybe like, if you want to, leave a message in the comments and we can just inspire each other, like, to be better, do better, smell better, behave better. You know, you get the point. So how do you change your behavior in the most easy way? I love to make it easy. I don't strive for hard tasks, like to make them as complicated as possible. Like, I'm not here for that. So let's switch that. And the secret, like, get to know yourself. Get to know yourself so deeply. Your adolescence has probably not ended yet. So what are habits that make you behave in sick ways? What is it? And if I'm asking you this, you probably already have like a scenario in your mind or just a thing that you're doing, and you don't have to tell them anybody. Tell them to yourself. Tell them to yourself so direct and straight that you are fed up with that bullshit. All of the stuff that you're doing comes back to the body. Your body does that and your body feels that, but your body does only listen to your mind. So when your mind is telling yourself stuff that you actually shouldn't be doing, okay? The mind is the most influential position that you have there, okay? In your holy trinity. What is your holy trinity? It's your mind, your body, and your soul. The mind is the weakest most of the time. So when you allow your mind to convince you of the things that are just downright not serving you, your body acts upon them. And your body feels it in the long run. And in the longer run even, this is imprinted in your soul. And we don't want that, because your soul is building momentum to the pathway that you are taking in this world. What kind of direction do you want to take? If you're going in this direction, okay, and this is not serving you at all, like, change your direction. What's the point? You are a strong woman, okay? This is ridiculous. And I'm just talking like this in this tough love kind of way, because I wish that somebody would have been telling me this. I'm not the fluffy person when it comes to elevation in yourself. I love inner work. I love all the like manifestation stuff. I love all the development stuff that everybody's craving nowadays. And I'm so here for that, but I just don't get the fluff anymore. It's not serving me. And if you're still watching this and if you're not feeling offended by this, okay, you are certainly the same kind of woman that I am. So please, let's train the mind to take over the body in better ways. How do you train your mind? So this is where it's getting interesting, okay? This is inner work for real. And this is hard work, but this is very fruitful work. This brings you something, and this brings you the best results in your life that you could ever have, because this is changing the direction of your life for the better, okay? And who doesn't want that? So I'm completely here for that. So what does the mind need? It needs repetition, and repetition. Even if you don't want that, even if you'd like to have it as quick as that, but it's just not trained in these ways. So let's train the mind with repetition and as a dog, let's give it treats when it behaves good, and let's make it feel weirded out when it's not. We don't punish ourselves. We make ourselves weirded out. Also with people, this is just like a little tip from my side, because I love these psychology stuff things. When somebody's acting in like weird negative ways with you, and is, for example, like trying to disrespect you in a way, you don't punish people. You don't get angry. You make it like a weird situation for them. Like maybe ask them like, is everything all right with you? You're not affected by this. You don't have to get angry. You don't have to punish anybody in this world. You just have to make them feel the way that they are behaving. And also with your mind, make your mind feel the way that it is behaving. So let's recalibrate our mind. First of all, get your terms correct. What is healthy is good. What is not good is sick. Maybe there are different terms, okay, that you want to use that make them like even stronger for yourself if you need it, whatever. Maybe this is an example for you. When I wanted to become vegan, when I was about, I don't know, I think 19 years old, I wanted to become a vegan. But I was so addicted to milk, not even milk, but cheese. Then I learned why and whatever. So I was so addicted to cheese product, like milk products, that I needed to recalibrate my mind and reprogram my mind. So every time I refer to something dairy, like refer to a dairy product, now we get it, I called it, like, actually I cannot say this word on the internet or else I get banned, grape. You get it, because in the process of manufacture, like milking the cows, they have to experience this. And I wanted to make it so clear in my mind that this is nothing that I want to consume. So I was calling it that. You get what I mean? So let us calibrate our mind. Get your terms in order. When you are, for example, having some kind of addiction, and you're like on the way, understanding why you are in that addiction and why this has been serving you for some reason or another, whatever, like use a different term than just like smoking or something. Use a very extreme term that your mind is like, that is like a red flag in your mind, like an attention, like a big attention sign for your mind. So this is just a very small tool to reprogram your mind. But now let's recalibrate. We want to have two feelings in order, and we want to feel two feelings like to the bone, okay? So when you have been feeling poor or stuck or sickly around something, how did it feel? Okay, let's do this together actually. Put your hand on, like what I like to do is put my left hand on my chest and my right hand on my stomach, so I breathe more gently. Okay, you can breathe a little bit in and out, just make it very natural to yourself. And then reimagine a time when you felt so poor, when you felt sick to your stomach. This was something not good. You didn't like it. Feel it. Feel it even deeper. Make it as long as you want, as deep as you want. And breathe through it. How does that feel? Not good. Certainly not good. And now get the word that you chose in your mind. I use poor now, okay, for the sake of this exercise. This is feeling so poor. I don't want to feel poor. You can say this out loud. You can say this in whatever language that you're speaking. I don't care. Make it cryptic, make it whatever. Just to make it your own, and that is what is making it work. This feels poor. Get your emotions a little bit bigger. Okay, open your eyes. And this is the negative. This is the sick. This is the unhealthy. This is the poor. This is the being stuck. Now we change that. We don't change the feeling, but we have the feeling with the term together. This now belongs together. This is just a very simple exercise that you can do. And you can also attach this to your thing that you want to let go of. For example, your addiction and whatnot, or your behavior and I don't care. And this doesn't feel good to me. Let's do the other feeling. Okay, we breathe in, close your eyes, make it feel natural. Your left hand on your heart, your right hand on your stomach. Breathe in and out, make it feel so natural to you. This is just right. And now reimagine a time. The sun was shining. I need something positive right now. The sun is shining on my skin and it feels so good. This feels so good. And now I remember a time when I felt so proud. I was so proud. I was so seen. I was feeling so seen for this. This is what made me proud. And this is what made me feel so good. Like good to the bones. My heart just lit up and my smile was just getting bigger and bigger. I felt that glow internally and certainly also externally, okay? This was making myself feel so good. Reimagine that specific thing in your life or that specific situation that you have been living through. You felt so proud. This was so nice. This was so good. And this is now, get connected with that term, good. This is good. This is proud. I am proud when I feel like this. So open your eyes and connect this feeling with your term, whatever term you want to use. Okay? So for example, okay, let's break it down to a very, very easy example. For example, you want to stop smoking. When you smoke or when you want to smoke a cigarette or when you do smoke again a cigarette, you didn't really stop. Put your left hand on your heart, put your right hand on your stomach and re-feel that feeling, okay? And visualize you smoking a cigarette. This feels so bad. You even have these terms, okay, in your head, like written out, okay, in complete glowy calligraphy. I don't care. And if you then imagine in your mind taking that cigarette out the package and putting it back, or just saying no to a cigarette, or just throwing it in the trash bin, whatever you want to do, whatever you want, whatever natural scenario that you have for yourself. Then again, put your left hand on your heart, put your right hand on your stomach and reimagine that feeling, to build that feeling to that situation. Combine these two things together, okay, as if they'd be glued together. And this, to me, is one part of the recalibration process in your mind, okay? Because what are you calibrating? You don't have a fixed point because your mind is all over the place. When you are behaving in sick ways, your mind is too scattered to even be listened to. Don't take it too serious. And then when you know, because when you are conscious, okay, when you're very conscious about it, you know what's right and you know what's not. You are an adult woman. You're still watching this video. You might be a very smart woman, a very passionate woman. Get your mind straight. Become conscious around the things that you're doing because they are not serving you at all. I just want you to listen to this, to really get this in yourself, to your bone, to your mind, that your mind listens and your body follows and your soul is imprinted only with the right things. So the path that you're taking in your life, the direction that you are having, the momentum that you are building is the correct path that you see for your optimal vision in your life, okay? You get what I mean. This is not my natural, but not my native language, but it doesn't matter. So let's recalibrate this video a little bit, okay? Being healthy is very natural to you. Optimal health is no mystery. This is something very applicable to your life. This is something very accessible to your life. You just have to stop behaving in sick ways and trying to heal. I don't know what you're trying to heal, because you are hurting yourself on the other side. It doesn't really matter. You're still on that fixed point where you're not moving upward and neither downward. So stop the healing process and the hurting process and become a healthy woman in the mind, then in the body, and then in the soul, and then in the life that you're living, because that is a reflection of what you are doing with your mind and yourself, because this is the holy trinity that is making up you, and your mind probably is a bit stronger. So train your mind. I have given you the recalibration tool. If you did that tool with me together, like if you did that exercise with me together, like this feels very powerful. And like I'm now in a circle of women and we prayed together on Sunday, like for the first time. And this felt so good, because like I feel so good when I'm not the only person doing these things, but I'm doing this with multiple people, okay? With a bunch of people that is looking forward to better themselves and their lives and their families and their surroundings, okay? That just feels so expansive. If you did that, please tell me that. I'm very excited around like all of this. I love expansion together. I love to expand by myself, but for a long time it felt like I'm the only one, and I'm so happy now know and see in my life that I'm not the only one, and this is why I'm doing this, and this is why I'm sharing this as well, because I know that the things that I have been going through in my life that like haven't always been the prettiest, but I have been going through these things for a specific reason. And if the reason is to help other women get their mind straight again, to create the most juicy, abundant life for themselves that there is, okay, like I will do it again. So that's what I want you to do. When you are healthy, when you are behaving healthy, when you're thinking healthy, you do what is natural to you. You open up time for yourself. You open up time and spaces that you haven't even known existed for you, and you stay in your purpose, and you stay in your purpose even if you don't know what your purpose is, or even if you cannot put it down in words. This doesn't matter. It all begins in the mind. It carries in the body, your soul, the reality that you're living in, okay? And then the greater expansion, and that is your purpose. So let's start at the beginning. Let's get us straight together. And I feel like I don't want to sound cocky when I say stuff like this. I have been going through these downright like sick phases like multiple times in my life in all the ways, okay? So I have experienced a lot in this, but I'm just talking to you like this in this like tough, lovey, sisterly kind of way, because this is what helped me creating the most juicy expansion for me that there is, and I want you to feel the same. So if you're interested in following that journey, not only like my journey, okay, but I'm carrying you through your journey as well, feel free to follow this, subscribe to this. I don't know what it's called. I also have a link in the description bar where I'll offer like certain things that I'm doing, and you can certainly look into this. So have a beautiful day, and I wish you all the best. Bye bye.